Hello everyone, my name is Cristina Pujol with Hips on Fire Village. Here we are in Cairo at the Sonesta Hotel at the third Afro-Latin Festival. To know more about Albir, who's Albir? Albir Rojas.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for spending some time. We know you're
Thank
tired,
you.
we know you need to do other things, but we want to know more, and we want to ask you first of all, where are you from, Albir?
Originally, I'm from Panama, but I live in Spain. I went to Spain to study in 2001. Yeah, a long time ago now. Yes. And now I was studying there, filmmaking, then sound technician. Meanwhile, I was dancing, and now I'm dancing, just dancing. Yeah.
How did you start?
I started because I started in Panama doing the classes where I started really in the streets doing hip hop, and then after that I took classes of ballet, jazz, to have more technique, and I started doing teaching classes in Panama of hip hop. But after that I went to study in Madrid, so I stopped for 1 year, and then I started going to a Latin disco in Madrid, and I learned how to do salsa cubana, bachata, all the Latin dance, but in a real way, because I'm Latin and it was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You don't know how to do the spins and everything. So, but it was good. So I learned in there, and then after 1 year, one guy I was doing one hip hop classes in one school, and learning because the next class after my class there was a Latin class, and they need guys for the class. So I stayed to learn because they said, help me, and I stayed to learn. I stayed to help, and meanwhile I was learning. So after that 1 year, I started giving classes of Cuban, and I started with bachata, LA salsa, ballroom, because I was dancing like in a disco, like, the guys that dance with the other girls used to. Yeah, taxi dancers, yes, that's it. So I learned ballroom also, LA, Cuban, bachata. And in one of those Latin classes, one guy from Lisbon about Kizomba asked me, you know about Kizomba? And I said, no, what is that? And he said, next class I will bring you music, Kizomba music. And the next Friday he brought the music, and I just fell in love with Kizomba.
And this is in 2002, 2003?
2004, 5, 4, I think, ending of 2004. He gave me that music. I started in 2004, 5, I think, yes.
You remember who were the singers?
Yeah, I remember the first song was tan 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 tan. I like it. That's I think it's from Caixa, no? Right? Yeah. The first song was that.
That's it. That
yeah.
Love
Boom.
immediately.
Yes.
And then how did you learn the dance, or how did that?
I was searching for YouTube videos on YouTube, but there were
not many at that time.
No. Just I remember C. Barbosa. He had one, Tomás Keita, and Cuenda. But I was like, no, I can't learn like that. And I figured out that they lived in Lisbon. So I tried to figure out, to organize, and I went to Lisbon to learn. Yes, and dance, because there were Kizomba parties in there.
They were teaching then, you went to their classes?
Yes, I went to the classes, in the disco, private classes. I did almost everything, because I really love Kizomba.
You wanted to get all of it. That's cool. Yeah. So, Cuenda, C, and Tomás
Tomás, I saw Tomás on video, but I learned from Cuenda, mainly from Cuenda, C. Barbosa, Helio, Pechu, y Afro-Latin. Yeah, wow. Those 5. Yeah.
Okay, so you got a variety, because each of them have their own style.
Yes, and it was good. I think it was good to do classes like that, because I learned from everyone, so I made my own style with the classes and the advices and everything. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And then you went to Madrid to teach it, or?
Yes. Then I was traveling like 2 times or 3 times a month in the start. And then I started in 2006, summer 2006, I started one class. But I was not good. But I really want to make people know, to learn about Kizomba, so I really start. And then I tried to make like parties and more classes, and little by little Kizomba was hard, because people they didn't believe really in Kizomba in Madrid, in Spain. And I had to push a lot because they closed a lot of doors. Like, oh, let's do something. No, 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 I don't like
Kizomba,
Kizomba.
no.
It's not going to grow. It's on salsa, bachata, that's it. But little by little, it started growing, yeah.
Why do you think people at the beginning are like, no, Kizomba, because it's a new dance, because it's too close, because why?
Yeah, yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, all of it. It's because the music is too slow. Because the music, they say like, oh, it's too slow, it's not like so dynamic, it's easy. But when they start learning, they say like, no, it's not that
Yeah.
easy, yeah. But almost people, the people that really like Kizomba from the start, they get in love with Kizomba. And I remember one I heard this once from one guy. We were having a session, like a Kizomba session in Madrid, and he just got in and he saw all the people dancing like very close. He said like, what the hell is this? This is Sodoma and Gomorrah, he said, because it was so like close and was like so dark. But at the end, that student is like, oh, I'm in love with Kizomba, so it's good. Yeah, you have to, when you first see Kizomba, it's like, no, but when you get into Kizomba, you just can't get out. Yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
that's my opinion. Yeah.
Well, you've been teaching now for 7 years.
Yes, that's
7
it.
years. So you are a pioneer in Spain.
I think yes, but yes, I think yes. But there were some guys that tried to start first, but they, they didn't keep going.
Trying
Yeah,
and
they
trying.
they say okay, it's not going to work. But I had to say that yes, I have to say that yes, I really work for Kizomba in Spain.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So that's your favorite dance? Or no?
Yeah, yes. For couples and social dance, yes.
Yeah.
But I love
Hip hop.
hip hop.
That's your thing.
Yes, I love hip hop.
You do a mixture, right, of a little bit of
Yes,
hip hop and Kizomba
yes,
in your performances,
yes,
not on
because
the social.
yes, not in the social. In social, little details of hip hop. I think is my style. But I love Kizomba. I really love Kizomba. I respect Kizomba roots, the culture, everything. But I have to say also that Kizomba is for social dance, mainly for social dance. If you want to do a show, it's good, but you have to make some extra things because then it's going to be like normal, like social dance. So you have to do extra things. It's not like salsa because salsa is very dynamic plus the lifts and everything, but you really have to make different things on Kizomba because it's a show. You have to make people enjoy and keep like every time concentrated on the show.
So you mix it with always
And
with
hip hop, raga, depends. Sometimes contemporary, depends.
And
Depends
you've
on the feeling I have.
okay.
Yeah.
And you've traveled all over the world with
Yeah, I'm very lucky to do that.
yes.
Yes. So yes, I'm very lucky to travel all around the world.
That's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
And you've been partnering with Sara for the last 4
Yes,
years,
4
right?
years. Yes,
4 years.
that's it.
That's good.
it,
And she
yeah.
was one of your students, right?
No,
Or
she
no?
was no. She was. I taught her to dance Kizomba, but she was a salsa dancer, bachata dancer, ballet
In
dancer.
Kizomba, yeah, I meant in
In
Kizomba.
Kizomba,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
In
yeah. She
Kizomba,
has
yes.
a long
But we
background in
start
dancing.
like doing the shows and the competition. And meanwhile, we were doing that, I taught her how to dance Kizomba. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was at the same time. Yeah.
Nice.
It was good.
And you are popular all over the world.
I don't
Or
know.
many parts of the world. Many of the Kizomba world. Why do you think you're so? What do you think people like about what you do?
I don't know.
But they tell you, right? They come to you and say, "I love."
Yeah, some of them they say that they like my style, but some of them they say they don't like my style because I'm not so with the roots because I make fusion. But some of them they say that they like my style, but I think mainly is because most of them they told me that it's because they feel my energy when I'm doing the classes. That they really feel that I love Kizomba and I love to teach, and yes, I love to teach, and I think it's good that communication because I just love to have fun on my classes, and I think they feel that, and because they feel that, they appreciate that as students, and they keep coming to my classes, and I think it's that. I think it's that.
I actually decided to take your class right before this interview so that I could know more about how he teaches. And you taught a musicality class, and
Yeah.
I thought it was great because you really, I've gone to many musicality classes, and it ended up being a combination for that song that the teacher knows, but it's not musicality because what do you do to the rest of the
Oh
songs?
yeah.
So I love your class because it had, you really were teaching, okay, listen to these, listen to that. I'm not going to tell everything how the class went. And you said, and you make it fun, you're interacting all the time with the students, and you show a lot of knowledge about music. So when you prepare this class, when you first started teaching musicality, do you just sit down and listen to a lot of songs?
Yes, because all of us, all the teachers, the dancers, we count on 8. But then I figure out, because I'm not a musician, I would love to study music, but sadly, maybe in the future, when you start like very in your high school, you know some things about corchea and everything, but it's not the same. But I start hearing the music, and it has like a pattern for me of 16 counts, and then you know develop that with every instrument, with the beat, with the voice, and then you understand how it moves in different ways, but with some patterns that mainly all the songs have. So that's why, yes, hearing a lot of music. Yes.
I think that's a class that you should teach more often because it's
Yeah.
really, people really need that, especially in
Yeah.
Kizomba.
Yeah.
So they don't stick with the 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Hope people keep calling me also for the musical, but because I love
Yeah.
to do the musicality class,
Yeah,
because
it's really nice.
we have to really to be musicals meanwhile we are dancing, because
Yeah.
it's not only about steps. No, it's doing steps or the same step with different options
Yes.
in the music.
I like that what you were saying in
Yeah.
class. That's important for people to know
Yeah,
that,
because
especially
with-
for the guys.
Yes, especially for the guys,
Yeah.
because yeah, they have to. For me, they have to be like that, because with one basic step, they can do a lot of things.
And you were also explaining how women and guys listen differently.
Differently, yeah.
And then what happens?
Yeah, sometimes it's complicated. For me, it's like relationships. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So sometimes there is a good communication, sometimes it's normal communication, and sometimes there is no communication. Because we really need to transmit what we are feeling to the girl, and girls know how to receive that information. And for me also in the other way, the girls can do some expression, and we can say to the girl, oh, you have freedom to do this, and I can follow you in somehow and let you do your stuff, and then we keep going. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And so what is your next project?
I'm trying to keep going on Kizomba, to ex, keep giving that, giving that energy to people, to what I love. But I think maybe in the future we're going to settle down a little bit, because sometimes it's hard.
Nice.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
So I will love to make. I have some ideas that now I think it's time, because I'm not that young anymore. So I have to,
You're 22, right?
Huh?
22.
20, yeah, no, I'm 20, 20, 2020. Yeah.
2020, no.
20,
not
yeah. I don't use Facebook. I use the 20 from Spain, yeah. Yeah, people don't know that. Yeah. Wish I could be 20, but no. I been living, I think, with some problems, difficulties, but my life is good. I can't complain. You have sad things, but everything is a balance.
Exactly.
So you need bad things, you need good things, you need love. Sometimes it's not enough, but you try to make that balance, and it's like that. It's like that.
But you're happy now.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for that happiness now. Yeah, because being far away from your family is a little bit sad, because all my family is in Panama. So I'm trying to look my happy. I know that I chose to live this life away from my family, and was my decision. But it's sad it's still sad, and I'm trying to, you know, there are way. I know this life. I have to accept this life, but no, you know, I'm trying to be happy in another way because it has to be like that. I cannot be sad every time. I need to be happy, you know, to enjoy.
Would you like to go back and live in Panama? To settle in Panama? Or?
I think no. I think they have to come to Spain.
You want to bring them all to Spain?
Yeah, I hope, but you know, that's not possible. But at least they come more to visit me. Hope. Yeah. But no, because in Panama is the dance world is very small and not that good. So because I'm doing what I love in a good way here in Europe, and I'm doing. I have been having a lot of opportunities. I think I should stay here. But
For now.
yeah, for now. I don't know what is going to happen on my life.
Nobody knows.
Yes, it's like you live like day by day, or maybe week by week. But if you plan some things like, sometimes if you plan even things like 1 month, sometimes it's change everything, and it's like completely different. So 1 year, maybe you are in here, you are in another part, yeah. So it's day by day, more or less. It's hard, but day by day.
Cool. And we always want to ask for the teachers to tell us a story, funny story about something that happened to them with the students, with their students or in the performance or teaching or something.
I tried to remember things, and it's not happened to me, but we laugh a lot. I love to do acting, to interpret. I studied that in Panama too, and we were doing a play, a musical, and we were with people, with people in the public. We were doing the scene, and we were acting and dancing, and there was one friend that was taking pictures in one corner, but it was the curtain, and I think that everyone in the scene knows that there's some stairs were behind him, and he was just walking back, and we were like acting like no, and he just boom. He passed the curtain, and he was laid down in the floor with all the public, all the camera, and everyone was laughing. So everything stops just to laugh. And then we came back to the scene, and the people were like, okay, let's restart again, just because of him. Yeah, it was good. That was funny for us.
That's cool.
Yeah, he just was laid down like, oh my God, what just happened to me?
It's a funny home video.
Yeah. Exactly. But I think we don't have video of that.
No. Too bad.
Yeah, too bad.
You will make money with that video.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
That was good.
And do you have instructional DVDs or something that people?
I think I will make, because I had with Sarah, I had instructional DVDs, but now we are not working together anymore, so we have to handle that in some way. I don't know. But yes, in the future I will have some different,
so people can get
more
of you.
Yes, that's it.
And where can they find you?
Now they can find me where I'm living.
Where they can connect you?
Yeah, I'm living in Madrid. I live in Madrid, so if they want to go to Madrid to take classes, I'm in there.
But you're never there.
More or less. I have to be more in there to just to relax a little bit more, be like more relaxing my life. And they can find me in my web, is lawebdealbir.com.
Okay, we'll write that down.
Yeah. On Facebook, Albir Rojas 2, this is my normal page, my friend page, and then Albir Rojas 1, the fan page.
Okay, so maybe it's easier the fan page.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. And they will find in my webpage, the email, and everything.
Cool. Thank you, Albir, so much.
Okay, thank you.
For giving us some time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And remember to keep your hits on fire.